I am in Texas because a woman, Cathy Henderson, was on Texas death row. I met her when I came to visit all the women on death row in like 1997 or so. When Carla Faye Tucker was on death row, I met all the women, and among them was Cathy Henderson. Then, as we know, Carla Faye Tucker was executed. Another of the other women, too, Betty Lou Beets, was up for execution. And I get this letter from Cathy saying, Texas is very serious about killing women. I know you're very busy in what you do, but if you could be with me, if I'm executed, if you could be with me, I think you could help me be calm. And I get this letter from her. And normally I'd just take one person at a time on death row and accompany them for whatever it is. But I knew. I wrote her back right away. I said, Cathy, I'm now your sister. I will be glad to do this. I will come and see you as soon as I can get there. And so I went to visit Cathy. First question, I'm spiritual advisor, the whole person. They should live, they shouldn't be killed. That's what I mean by the spiritual life. It's the whole human life and their dignity above all. And I said, what happened at your trial? Tell me about your lawyer. And I knew what she was going to say. I knew the way it had gone. She had a court-appointed attorney who couldn't get any kind of expert witnesses, everything. And I walked out of there after the first visit, and I knew what I had to do. And it was, I was going to keep up with Cathy, so she'd get letters, she'd know she wasn't alone, and I had to go get a lawyer. And as fortune, providence would happen, these lawyers that had taken a Louisiana case before, they had just, one of them, Michael Banks, had just written to me saying, Sister Helen, if you ever need help, well, poor baby, I hit him like a fire hose. I met this woman. We have this case. Michael, can your firm take this case? She needs help. We got to get experts in there. The whole thing revolved around that she had been babysitting with a baby. The baby was crying, and in her family, they would do airplane. You'd swing a kid around. She was barefooted. She steps on a sharp object. The baby flies out of her arms, and the baby's dead. And what happened afterwards is probably her most grievous mistake, because she panicked, buried the baby, ran off to Missouri. And of course, that's why the victim's family, it's not just that their baby, they left their baby in the hands of her, and the baby died, but that for a whole month they didn't know what had happened. And Cathy's had to deal with that. So anyway, the long and short of it is, we get the lawyers in there, they get expert witnesses. Can we show that it might have been an accident? They did. They showed that it could have been an accident. It ended up the criminal court, appeals court of Texas, overturned the death sentence, which is very unusual, as you know. And so Cathy's alive. So the death sentence was recently overturned. And so now she's at Travis County Jail, and I'm still accompanying her as she makes her way through these different stages of what's going to happen with her life next. We know she can't get the death penalty, so we're waiting to see what's going to happen next. But it's all about, because keeping the dignity of the person, being there, presence, fidelity, standing by her, that she knows she has her dignity. As you go through all the ups and downs and all the different rules, they have in different prisons. Just recently she was put into lockdown because there was a rule. She didn't know there was a rule. She thought she was being kind, helping somebody, and suddenly she finds herself in lockdown. So all of that is why I'm here, and I have met these people like Yalia and Walter and this Quaker Friends Center here that are like the hub of prison ministry, outreach in the community, restorative justice, the way of kindness, compassion, accompaniment, all the things that we're trying to be as a society. So these are my people. I love coming here to this center and being here. So this is the second time I've come, and we gather people around, Cathy's friends, her family, people who know her, to talk about just what's happening in the prison, where about her case, but also just about prisons in general and what people can do.